And when I first came into New Thought in 1988, I came in feeling damaged and broken. Because what happened at age 7, when I built that wall, is I closed off and I shut down. And I developed lies about myself. I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, I'm not lovable. And I walked around with that frequency for many, many years, and if I'm really honest, for decades. And because I believed that, of course, I was looking to the world to try to help fix that. It was like I had my umbilical cord in my hand trying to plug in anywhere I could get fed. A person, a substance, a situation, an activity. Please help me to feel whole again. And yet the whole time it was one breath away, right here, essentially true, calling off the search and resting in what's always been. And so when I came into New Thought, I really quickly grabbed onto affirmations because I loved them. And I thought, this is how I'm going to change this. Because at that point, I'd been in recovery for a while. I had begun to recognize that I had a pretty interesting inner dialogue that looked something like this. What's the point? It never works out anyway. Why do you think it's going to be different this time? On and on and on, a narrative about my own brokenness that first I wasn't aware of. Because here's the reality is we're always choosing. I really appreciate this morning we talked about choosing peace and choosing happiness. The issue is we're either choosing consciously or unconsciously. And so affirmations are using the conscious mind to affirm something that is true spiritually or essentially. Here's the problem though with that for me, in my experience. And as my friend puts it this way, and I really appreciate this, using affirmations without doing your deeper inner transformational work is like putting icing on stale bread and calling it cake. And that's what I did, and I did it for a decade. I looked in the mirror and I said, I'm a whole and perfect spiritual being, and I couldn't take it in. So when we talk about thoughts being creative, yes, thoughts are creative, but there's also the energy of the heart space, the emotional center. More than that, there is the essential vibration or frequency that we're holding about ourselves. Which is why affirmations are really powerful and yet limited. It might be a little controversial to say in New Thought, but what I'll say is, no matter what I'm thinking, it's always a limitation. Because thought sorts, separates, identifies, categorizes, but the expansiveness of spirit is infinite. So what I have used as my practice over the years isn't so much trying to change my thinking, but questioning every idea I've ever had.